many conquerings all across the music industry. I would argue I'm more familiar with things Jeff Lynne has done with other great artists outside of ELO than I am with ELO. So Lauren from the Beard Owl Podcast is going to stop by and share with us 5 underrated ELO songs coming right up. Hey, it's Russ from the Infectious Groove podcast and YouTube channel. With me today, as I said in the intro, is Lauren, who has her very own podcast and joins us here on the channel as well to discuss music. And as I said in the intro, one of the artists that Lauren is very passionate about is not just Jeff Lynne, but Jeff Lynne's Electric Light Orchestra, who is a band that, as I've said, I would consider myself a huge Jeff Lynne fan. But what's odd is I like everything he's done with everyone else. And I don't dislike ELO at all whenever I hear any ELO songs. I never turn them off. But to this day, I don't think I've ever voluntarily put ELO on. Lauren could not be more opposite in the fact that she adores, I think, everything that ELO ever did. And today she's going to narrow it down to 5 underrated songs that, if you're like me and you love Jeff Lynne and you just haven't dug into ELO, or if you only know the handful of hits, here's some that you're going to need to check out. Kick us off.
All right, cool. My first underrated ELO track is from their debut album, which, if you purchased it in the UK, is called the Electric Light Orchestra, but if you purchased it in the US, it's called No Answer. That's a fun story, but I digress because I'm talking about the song.
Yeah, leave a comment and ask about the story. She'll tell you.
Yes. It's 10538 Overture, and this song is weird, and I wanted to make sure I had something on here from before Roy Wood left ELO, because it gives you an idea of what the direction of the band would have been had he stayed. And it's very unlike what ELO did after he left when Jeff Lynne took over in earnest.
Offline, you and I discussed this. It's for me, it's similar to a Pink Floyd Syd Barrett situation, where Syd Barrett's material with Pink Floyd before he left the band, and to some extent his solo material, was far different from the direction that Pink Floyd went in. And that's the vibe I got when Lauren had me check this song out. I thought, wow, this would have been an entirely different experience if Ron would have stayed in the band.
Yeah, totally.
So what else do you got?
Yeah, so after Roy Wood left, we got Jeff Lynne taking over, and from 1975's Face the Music is the song Waterfall. And this is literally on my list because it is just so darn pretty. This is one of the prettiest songs I think you'll ever hear, and this is one of those songs that I will put on if I'm not feeling great, and it just kind of envelops you in a bubble of...
Puts you together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
comfort music almost?
It is comfort. It's like my mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Mashed potatoes, warm blanket,
yes.
That type of thing. What else do you got?
Same sort of vibe is from a New World record in 1976, which, by the way, Face the Music and a New World record you should listen to with headphones on. That's all I'm going to say. We're
going to do a video in the future about great headphone albums, and I feel like it's going to pretty much all be trapped in the 70s. but yeah, so you have those 2 records you're saying listen to with headphones. However, what song in particular are we on?
Shangri-La. And this song is so cool. The front half of it is basically, I'm getting out of love, my Shangri-La has gone away. And it's very sad. It's pretty, but it's sad. And then at the end, the music takes a turn to an even more minor key, and it's like sweeping, weird, sounds like you're in a cave. But the lyrics there is, I will return to Shangri-La. So it ends on a hopeful note.
After a lot of sorrow. Yeah, as songwriters are apt to do. End up wallowing in a lot of sorrow for a long time, and then leave you like with a little glimpse of hope.
Yeah.
At the very end. So what else should people be listening to from ELO?
The entirety of the Discovery album from 1979, which keyboardist Richard Tandy said was disco. It's ELO's disco album.
Very
but
nice.
I know myself enough to know that this is my favorite ELO album, and I have no shame in that game. And I chose the song Wishing, which is the next to last track on the album. This song comes right before Don't Bring Me Down on the track list. And this song could be you can't get any more different than Don't Bring Me Down than Wishing.
But it works in the the way it's presented on the record.
Totally works. And there's some weird chord changes, a lot of weird like electronic voices happening in it. It's a good bridge between Out of the Blue, which came out in '79, and then Time, which would come out in 1982.
Right on. Where are we at now? 4? You got one more for us? Or
yes, one more.
One more underrated ELO song. Make sure that you're checking out all of these songs, because I always say this, but the comment section matters most on the channel, and we would love for you, even if you've never heard these songs like me, to go check these songs out and leave us a comment and let us know what you think of them. So, what is the last ELO song we should check out?
Twilight from Time, which Time is ELO's second concept album, and Time is basically about a guy who goes into a time machine to the future and can't get back, and so he's stuck. And Twilight, every time you listen to it, first of all, at first listening, it just sounds like a really like rock pop sort of song, but every time you hear it, you pick out something else. There's melodies and counter melodies and like weird rhythmic things happening behind it. I'm still finding new things in Twilight.
That's awesome. Like, they've heard some song that's so old, not dated, but old, and have it continually reinvent itself or find new things in it is awesome. There's so many songs like that over the course of music history for me and for many other people, and for a song that's that specific on a topic to still be able to surprise you and give you new things is awesome. So that was 5 underrated ELO songs that you should take a listen to. I myself have some homework to do from this video. As we always say in these videos, the comment section matters more than anything. Like I said, leave a comment, even if you just can't stand ELO. Take a listen to some of these tracks and see if maybe there's something that you haven't heard before. Or if you love ELO and what your opinion is on these particular tracks, maybe there's others that you think also, oh no, from that same album, people should hear this song, or something along those lines. If you're first time on the channel today, please hit the subscribe button, because that helps us grow our audience. If you drop a like button, that'll help others who love music or ELO or Jeff Lynne or anything. The algorithm gods will help them find this video as well. As we always say in all these videos, thank you so much for watching.